Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kodash, Barakatham, Akim. Call law, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kodash, double answer apostles who are elders who rule well, which are GMS. And blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth, sincerity, and you few women that follow. And quick shout out to the Confusion of Faces that's also doing the works, you know. And this lesson is basically going over, you know what I'm saying, the idle mind, man. You know what I'm saying? The term, there's a phrase, an idle mind is the devil's playground. Now you gotta, I'm gonna start off by saying you gotta have balance within being idle. You know what I'm saying? Idle is, you know, just not moving. Like your engine idles, it just sits there. You know what I'm saying? So an idle mind, I was reading this article because I was just researching the term, and I read this article. It was opinions and theories, but they were on point indeed. So, you know what I'm saying? It basically was going over when you're idle, you know what I'm saying, that your mind begins to wonder. One thing in the individual said in the articles is that when your mind wanders, it creates doubt, and it can also create you to make more of something than what it is. You know what I'm saying? And immediately, I got into the understanding of how these bugged out weed heads get. You know what I'm saying? When you be, you know, that meme they say it hits blunt, and you go to, because you're sitting there and you're just sitting, you're idle, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me personally, it was just a reflection of just thinking about what I need to do as an individual, and what I need to improve on, and that term came up. An idle mind is the devil's playground. So when I want to bring up the balance is that the scriptures say, you know, a man will gain knowledge through much leisure. You know, leisure is basically free time. Does that mean that you're idle in that free time? No, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? That means you're occupying yourself. So, and then the scriptures also tell you about the ant. You know, in Proverbs it says, you know, remember the ant that it harvests during good weather. So when the bad weather comes, it's ready to endure that affliction. You know what I'm saying? That hard times. You know what I'm saying? So that hard time for us is the time of Jacob's trouble. Really the time to prove our worth, the time for us to go through that fire and be proven as gold. And our gold is going to be our works, our faith. You know, so basically what I'm alluding to is that you want to occupy yourself consistently. If we occupy ourselves in this truth consistently, then we wouldn't have time to worry about the world. You know what I'm saying? If you're too busy for the world, you wouldn't have cares for it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much on your plate that you're going to be occupied with. You know what I'm saying? And this is a concept that I learned from a relative of mine. She's like a godmother, and she has kids, and you know, the kids, they grew up a certain way. They grew up Americanized, but at the same time they didn't grow up fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But they grew up fucked up. You know, I'm talking about like fucked up, like 2/3 Jakes and shit type of fucked up, where they want gang bang and get into drugs and all this kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They grew up, you know, good grades and shit like that. So, and I peeped game on how she raised them, you know, because I was there pretty much their whole childhood. And one thing I noticed is that, you know, they was in chess, motherfuckers in football, band, ROTC. They didn't have time to sit at home to even play a video game long enough. You know what I'm saying? Even though they had one, you know, they just didn't have time. You know what I'm saying? And their mind was occupied to the point they didn't have time to be influenced. So when you're in this truth, you know, to not get weak or vexed or any type of negative spiritual plague or heart ensued plague, you know, or basically mental plague, you know what I'm saying, a mental disease, is to occupy your mind continually in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Is to keep yourself busy in the Lord. And there's a lot of things you can do and keep it in rotation and keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you should be excited, but if things become redundant, you will get bored. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your interest level. You know, I learned a while ago that for me in particular, I like to learn in pockets. You know, I do a couple chapters here, a couple chapters there, watch a video, then I go, I can't just go into one thing over and over and over and over and over. I have to go into, like Rome, and then I go into Peter's, and then I go into the Medici family, then I go into Gadite or Reuben history, then I go into, garments and what's the other thing? Minerals and diets, and you know what I'm saying, just to keep it funky fresh for my mind to the point that I'm occupied. And then there's other hobbies that I have also. So there's no time that I can really sit there to think about things too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm always improving my thoughts. You know what I'm saying, by work. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say, meditate on the Lord. You think upon the Lord, but you just don't want to be idle with it. You know what I'm saying? When you're thinking, it doesn't mean that you're sitting there and deep in thought. It means that you're constantly learning, you know what I'm saying, and increasing in the ways, and also praying to the Lord and conversing with Him through prayer. So my point is, it's not too much of a steep dialogue. Is to keep yourself busy in His truth. You know what I'm saying? And keep yourself busy, period. But don't keep yourself too busy with the world. For me, I prefer to keep, if I'm doing something busy in the world, it's either with my family, like the scriptures say, if you get you a woman, you gotta care for the things of the world. You know what I'm saying? Or it's something to progress my health, such as my workout regimen. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna be, reading, studying, and doing things like that, researching. And then I got recreational things I do. You know what I'm saying? I got a video game. I watch, retarded YouTube videos. We'll be on there. That's why you can't do the same thing over and over too long. This is from personal experience, man. Because if I sit there and I do the same thing over and over too long, eventually you get into folly, man. Because your mind wants to be entertained. So keeping it funky fresh, for lack of better words, it'll keep keep you entertained, while at the same time you're educating yourself. So that's pretty much it. I ain't want to harp on it too much, man. And just good sound advice to keep yourself busy in this truth. Also have an outlet, but don't feed on a worldly outlet too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Set yourself goals. Put things in front of you that are easy to achieve step by step, but it's lengthy, such as, researching Rome, learning the, the Bible from front to back as far as in the books, going into rehearsing Hebrew words and getting into news, read an article a day. This is things I learned from other brothers from what they do and what's required of their camps also. So it keeps you occupied. It keeps you like, shit, I don't really have time in my day to bullshit. I really don't have time in my day to sit down. And when you do, your whole day is fucked up, or you missing out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the point I'm at now, that if I don't read at this time, you know what I'm saying, it'll fuck my whole schedule up, because I'm going to read, and if I read later on, then I'm going to miss out on the opportunity that was down the street, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, I just want to put that out there. Hopefully, that was edifying to you, Akim. Once again, I'm saying call halal to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakar Kadash, double honor side apostle / elders with your GMS. Blessed salutations to you, all the brothers out there teaching, enduring truth and sincerity. You sincere women that follow also. A sincere Habathum, Zaquayim, Wa'akwaf, Wa'akim, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakar Kadash, Ahabathum, Shalom.